Hello and welcome to this first lecture in this new module on flexible learning and development as a part of the course Agile HR. So in this particular section, we will talk about how can you implement flexible learning and development. And part of that is on-demand learning, and that's what we will start in this lecture. So how do you think you can implement flexible learning and development? Any thoughts? So there are three core things that you need to do. First is on-demand learning, and in which you need to create personalized learning journeys for employees by leveraging digital platforms that allows them to learn at their own pace. There are the platforms like LinkedIn Learning, Udemy, or company-specific learning tools that are great for this. Second, you need to have agile L&D programs. Replace long static training programs with short focused learning modules. Offer iterative learning experiences where employees can continuously upskill and reskill based on the evolving business demands. And the last one that we will talk about is the employee driven learning. Let employees take the lead in choosing learning paths based on their roles and learning needs and career aspirations, and encourage them to be proactive in their development. So let's take a look at first in detail in this lecture on-demand learning, right? So how to create this personalized learning journey for employees? So creating personalized learning journey for employees through digital platform is one way, definitely one solid way that allows you for flexibility, continuous skill development, and alignment with individual career goals. Now, what are the various steps that you can take? Let's take a look at these steps on how to implement such a learning journey. So start by assessing employee learning needs and goals. You conduct skill assessments. Use assessments or surveys to identify the current skill level of employees and any gaps. Now, these could be technical skills, the gaps, or soft skills or role specific competencies. Then collaborate with employees to set individual learning goals that align with both their career aspirations and company needs. Say, for example, if a project manager uh, uh, wants to enhance their leadership skills, that could be perfectly in order, while a software engineer may want to improve his or her proficiency in a new programming language. So assess individual learning needs and set goals after the skill assessment. Then choose the right digital platform. Now, there are in doing that, implement an LMS like Coursera for Business, LinkedIn Learning, Udemy that provide access to wide range of learning resources. These platforms can track employee progress and recommend learning paths based on their interest, the employee's interest. Also, you need to start using platforms that offer AI-driven learning recommendation. And there are two that I know at this point of time, Edcast or Degree, which can create personalized learning experiences by suggesting content based on the your as an employee interaction with the AI and the job roles. For an example, again, after completing a module in data analysis, the platform could suggest advanced courses in machine learning or business intelligence based on the employee's career goals. Create customizable learning journeys, allow employees to select learning paths that align with their job roles, personal interests, and career development plans. Offer a variety of courses from technical training to leadership development, and ensure that the platform that you use supports self-paced learning so that employees can complete courses on their own schedule without being constrained by any specific timelines determined by the platform. Let's take an example. A marketing professional can choose between courses on digital marketing, social media strategy, or content creation, and can tailor their learning to their current projects. And that would be an example of flexible learning path. Integrate micro-learning into flexibility. Implement micro-learning modules, short lessons, 5 to 10 minutes, focused on specific skills or topics. This allows employees to learn in small increments, making it easier to fit learning into their workday. Provide access to micro-learning content that is relevant to the tasks employees are currently working on, enabling them to apply new knowledge immediately. Say, for example, a customer service representative could access a quick lesson on handling difficult customer interactions right before a challenging call. And that would be integrating micro-learning for flexibility into workday. Offer personalized learning recommendations. Use learning platforms that leverage AI to recommend courses and content based on employee progress, skill gaps, and career interests. As employees complete courses, the system suggests new learning opportunities based on their performance and goals. Curate learning pathways that are relevant to specific jobs and responsibilities, but also offer flexibility to offer other areas of interest. Let's take a look at example again. An employee in HR who completes a course on talent acquisition may be recommended to follow up a course on diversity and inclusion based on their learning history. So, offer personalized learning recommendations like this. Incorporate gamifications and learning incentives. Encourage continuous learning by awarding digital badges or certificates for completing the courses. This can be shared on professional networks like LinkedIn, motivating employees to advance further. Create learning challenges, uh, competitions that reward employees to complete certain courses within a set time period, and that will foster healthy competition and engagement. For example, employees who complete 5 leadership training modules receive a leadership certification, and that can boost their visibility in career development if posted on right platforms like LinkedIn. Mix online and offline learning. Offer a combination of online courses, live virtual sessions, webinars, and interactive learning experiences. This blended approach caters to different learning preferences and keeps employee engaged. In the interactive learning experiences, including you can do that by including elements like quizzes, simulations, role playing, or peer collaboration in online modules to make the learning experiences more dynamic and hands-on. For example, after completing an online course on negotiation skills, employees could participate in a virtual role-playing exercise where they practice their skills with peers. So offer such a blend of learning formats. Uh, Provide employees with dashboards, you know, where they can track their learning progress, view completed courses, and see their upcoming learning tasks. And managers should do regular check-ins with their employees to review their progress, discuss how learning is being applied to work, and adjust learning paths as needed. Say, for example, an employee dashboard might show completed courses, pending lessons, and personalized recommendations for next course based on their learning history as we talk. So that's how you can enable continuous feedback and progress tracking. Encourage collaborative learning and peer support, and this you can do by creating virtual communities or discussion forums where employees can share their learning experiences, discuss course content, and offer support to one another. Encourage peer-to-peer learning to employees to collaborate on group projects or learning tasks where they can learn from each other's strengths and perspective. Say, for example, a Slack channel or a dedicated space on learning platform could allow employees to ask questions, share resources, or discuss the challenges they are facing in their learning journey. Provide manager and leadership support. Managers can play a key role by endorsing personalized learning and encouraging team members to dedicate a time to their learning paths, right? and these managers should be trained to coach employees on how to align learning with their career developments, ensure that the leadership supports the learning culture by participating in and promoting learning programs themselves, and demonstrating a commitment to ongoing development. For an example, a manager might encourage team members to take a course on strategic thinking and follow up with a group discussion to apply the learnings to a current project. Integrate learning with daily workflow, as we were talking a little bit earlier. Use platforms like Microsoft Viva or SAP Success Factors to integrate learning directly into the daily workflow. These platforms deliver relevant training calendar within the tools that employees are currently using, making learning less disruptive. Ensure learning resources are mobile friendly and accessible from any device, allowing employees to learn at their own pace and convenience. An example of that would be an employee using a Microsoft Teams might receive a prompt within a relevant course when they encounter a topic related to their ongoing project. Monitor learning outcomes and adjust as needed by using data and analytics to monitor employee engagement with the learning platform, track their progress, measure learning outcomes, and use this data to refine and improve the learning experience. Based on feedback from performance continuously adapt the learning paths to ensure that they remain relevant and aligned with the employee's evolving needs. And an example of that would be if an employee shows a consistent performance in technical skills but lags in leadership development, the system could adjust to offer more leadership focused content. Celebrate learning achievements by recognizing, acknowledging the reward employees who active and recognizing, acknowledging and rewarding employees who actively engage in their personalized learning journey. So you not only reward other things, recognize other things that you do, but also learning. This can be done through awards, promotions, or even public recognition within the company. Organize quarterly or annual learning celebrations where employees share their learning experiences and achievement, creating a culture that values continuous development. For an example, host an annual learning awards ceremony where employees who completed key certifications or courses are publicly recognized for their efforts. And that's how you can celebrate learning achievements. To conclude, by leveraging digital platforms to create personalized learning journeys, you can, as an organization, provide employees with flexible, self-paced learning that aligns with their career goals and company needs. With adaptive learning paths, continuous feedback and support of the managers and peers, employees can continuously develop the skills in a dynamic, engaging environment. Personalizing the learning experiences makes it more relevant and meaningful for employees, ultimately driving higher engagement, productivity, as well as retention. So, what do we do next? So, having looked at how on-demand learning can help you implement flexible learning and development, we will look at Agile L&D platforms in the next lecture. So, thank you so much for watching this first lecture on flexible learning and development in this course, Agile Human Resources, Agile HR. I hope you are continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.